Hey everybody, happy Sunday. It's not Sunday, it just feels like it.
I know.
It's Monday. Happy Memorial Day, if you're in America. If you're not, happy Monday. We're on the hunt for Hi-C Ecto Cooler. We stopped at this Walmart neighborhood market. What the heck? Even the stock up top is just fruit punch. We want our Ecto Cooler. For those that don't know, Hi-C Ecto Cooler was a drink that was popular in the, I guess, early 90s? And it was tied to the Ghostbusters franchise. And I'll be honest, it was never the greatest tasting Hi-C either, but it was something that was tied to Ghostbusters. It went away. Ghostbusters is back, unfortunately, in this disastrous new form. And as such, Coca-Cola Hi-C has decided to bring back the Ecto Cooler product. They announced that it would be available in stores on May 30th, which is today. But we are looking around to no avail so far. And I should say we've actually been looking for like the last 2 weeks because we figured that it might hit shelves a little early and we would get the jump on things. But it's just nowhere to be found. I know that it started selling online and it sold out through Amazon as well. At least what we saw at the Walmart was that they didn't even have a spot for it, so there's no SKU number or anything. So it just means that even if they have it, they haven't put it out yet. So that's always a good sign, I guess, if you're looking for anything. And I imagine that they'll probably put some type of display or end cap for the product when it comes out, just like they did when Twinkies came back or any other type of seasonal food promotion. We don't have Jessie for a little bit, so we're gonna go try to eat something while she's out. And figured while we're on the run, we'd stop by a couple grocery stores as well. I'm gonna try this crappy Publix. This is kind of the Publix that nobody goes to. It's not in the green neighborhood. These guys also swing and a miss. But it is on sale at Publix. Mary wanted to go to Michael Scott's favorite place. I just don't understand. Someone explain. We'll try one last place. We tried to go into Target. They didn't have it either. We're about to give up. Another day. Another crazy, beautiful sunset. Oh, Florida. And so, yep, it is another day. Another day, another dollar. It's Tuesday, back to work, no more awesome days off from work, and when I got back home last night, totally passed out. I did not stay awake, watched a little bit of Raw, and didn't film anything else. Never found the Ecto Cooler in the store, so we're gonna hit another couple of stores today and figure maybe they could have packed it out today since today is an actual working day and yesterday was more of like a holiday for most of the stores. Mary and Jessie are busy going to like a quick care type place to get a sports physical filled out. Jesse's got summer volleyball that she's gonna play with her school, so gotta get all of that stuff squared away. Believe it or not, some schools have already gotten out for the year here and other schools are due to wrap up by next week. And no luck at that Publix behind me again. Womp womp. And trust me, there's a bunch of stuff that I'd rather be doing than looking for Ecto Cooler right now. It is beautiful outside. We've reached that point of the year where it is like 95 degrees out all the time, so it's steaming hot in Florida. If anyone's coming down to visit between now and probably the end of September, ridiculously hot. I'd rather be at the beach, either catching a sunset and walking along the ocean, or out on a bodyboard somewhere, maybe if it was still high tide enough to be able to get a couple of waves, or riding a skateboard, or even trying to fly the drone. But instead, I'm looking for some type of like Ghostbusters fruit juice. Mainly because scalpers already have it and they're reselling it. Alright, they didn't have it at that Walgreens either. Okay, Walmart number 1, swing and a miss. Well, that was a giant wasted effort. We've hit like at least 15 or 16 stores at this point. Not a single Ecto Cooler to be found, and I'm kind of giving up, at least on that hunt. One thing that I have hunted for though, just good segue, for years and years and have found in poor shape, along with Mary, who's joining us. Jesse's here too. But Mary and I have looked for this before at flea markets and other places. Is another token of my past. When I was younger, I had, besides Star Wars toys, my favorite absolute thing in the world was this Shogun Godzilla. Shogun Godzilla was available, I guess, like late 70s into 80s or so. But we've come across him in very poor condition for hundreds of dollars, missing pieces or just broken, and gave up. While we were at MegaCon, if you paid attention to one video that we had, we were looking at t-shirts and we found the box on a shelf. And it turns out they redid the toy, or re-released him last year, I think, for San Diego Comic-Con, and they had one of them there. Da 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 da. Shogun Godzilla. I don't think that I ever wanted something as much as this lately. Physical item.
I found out the original one was released in 1977.
There you go. So, if you're new to the videos at all, Godzilla, for me, in my house, was huge, and as well as classic monsters. We grew up with models. At that time, you didn't really have as wide a variety of toys as you did today. And we put together like model glue model type things, and we had a whole basement full of classic monsters, Godzilla type things, and you know, between my brother, who's a little older than me, and myself, everything was all about Godzilla. So without further ado, we're going to open up this box. And this is what the box looks like. This guy is probably about 18 inches tall or so. And he actually matches the height of that Shogun Shadow Trooper that's up there that we got at Celebration last year. Okay, and what's funny is that it's for an adult collector. This is not a toy. Obviously it is. And the best is, he rolls on wheels. His tongue flashes a pretend flame. The fist can be launched. There's no batteries or electricity. And this is what is inside the box. So he's got plastic ties on him. He's got a fist that shoots. His tongue will work, and he's got wheels on his feet. We have to get like scissors to open this guy. Alright, so we got him out of the box, and of course he doesn't come with the tail. If anyone had this toy and they remember, he has a tail that's in here, but it is much different than the tail that he originally had. I remember his tail used to be much stubbier. And what other thing I can think of is that I believe his nails used to be yellow, his claws, and his tongue, which you stick this out, this used to be red, and like kind of red, yellow, orange. So here he is, fully built. His tail is much bigger. Like I said, I think his tail used to go to like here. I'd have to look at the specs online. And then his tongue comes out, and if you did this with the old one really fast, it kind of looks like he was shooting fire. His hands, always perfect size, so you could fit like a figure in there. And then you got this, which, oh well, that kind of stinks. It used to shoot a little considerably better than that. Let's try this again.
Can you shoot it so I can see it?
Jessie wants to see close up. Let's try to shoot the fist at her. It's not even gonna come close. Oh, Jessie. Oh.
I almost hit myself.
And I think his like scales in the back are a little bit bigger than they used to be, but oh yeah. And he was a little bit lighter green, so this is like more modern Godzilla type coloring. But what can you do? I am no longer going to have to look for this guy.
Can you do it like?
And thus ends the scavenging hunt for Godzilla. His fist that just hit an inappropriate spot, thanks to my lovely daughter shooting that while I'm filming. So a couple of quick updates. One is this past weekend was the weekend for the 1986 Mets reunion celebration. So it's their anniversary of winning the World Series in 1986, if you can believe it, 30 years ago. So I did want to be in New York at that point for their celebration, but it didn't work out. Bad timing with MegaCon at the same time. But I did go on eBay and I supported the scalpers, which I hate doing, and bought the giveaway item that they had at the game. So somebody basically went to the game for free. In other sports type news, which is funny, in another week or so at Amway, I'm going to participate in a Madden competition. So stay tuned for that. One thing that we touched on while we were at MegaCon, but we didn't get much detail about, was there's a TV show on Cinemax coming out called Outcast, which is from Robert Kirkman, who created Walking Dead. Absolutely phenomenal show. No sense in me telling you everything it's about, other than the fact that it's about exorcisms. What did you think about it?
I thought it was incredible. I love all of that stuff.
Jessie was on the edge of her seat. Here's the non-zoom version. She was almost like eating the top of the camera that she was holding.
You were breathing heavily.
I was breathing heavily.
Like...
I was like completely sucked into the show. It stars William, who was the boy in Almost Famous that goes on tour with the band, so that was interesting. The show is going to be a runaway hit, no doubt about it. The other thing is, today is the last day for the Nick Hotel, and we were there 2 months ago when it was supposed to end at the end of that month, but it was extended until May 31st, so tonight is the last night that they're doing their sliming, or they did it a little while ago, and they were doing the last episode of Double Dare. I know that the laser show that they had that we did and we filmed was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was converted over to Batman already, so the properties from Nickelodeon all gone. And the time capsule should hopefully be getting scooped up shortly and being shipped out to Nickelodeon Studios in California. The hotel will be a regular Holiday Inn, but they'll continue to have entertainment over there. And if you want to check out any of our adventures from the Nick Hotel experience, click the box that, I don't know if it pops up here or here, but one of those two. Oh, one thing that I did want to say is that we have this Halloween Horror Nights video, and I talked about it last week, that for whatever bizarre reason is just getting hit like crazy lately. So it's jumped up like 400,000 views within the last week or so, and averaging, you know, like tens of thousands of views per day, and we get a lot of really weird comments on that video where people ask consistently if the stuff that happens at Halloween Horror Nights is real. And without posting direct comments and blowing up any particular users directly, you guys feel free. You can check out the comments in that video, but they are a little out there sometimes. And just in case you're a new viewer and you are wondering, the stuff that happens at Halloween Horror Nights is all acting. Because we had comments like, did Jack really blend up somebody for real in the blender and kill them? Or were people killing them with like chainsaws for real? And, you know.
Say chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Oh.
So... anyway, it's very well acted and scripted. As a result of that video, the subscriptions are kind of going a little crazy also, as well as the views like that video. So whatever it is, thank you anybody for watching, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. So Jessie is dying to show you her pun bucket. This is her pun bucket now.
Pun bucket.
That's our dirty laundry, or that's clean laundry.
Yeah.
That's folded.
It was hanging up.
That's a Brad Paisley picture in the background that's signed from Daytona, and we have to look at the Daytona website to see about tickets for the 400. And that was the cat in the background meowing. Still, Jessie's choosing her best pun for the evening. And the cat's still meowing. Even more.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Says I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind.
Wait, Jessie is looking for one last one. We're gonna run out of puns.
Nah, man. There's more. I'm trying to find one specific one.
I feel like we're like looking for leaves on the magic tree.
Oh my god.
The magic garden.
Oh.
Is this not a good one? The audience is waiting.
This one can be fun. Says yesterday I accidentally swallowed some food coloring. The doctor said I was fine, but I feel like I've died a little inside.
I can't top that. So, on that note, we're going to say goodnight for now. So, thank you for all of your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others like Godzilla or the way that you want to be treated. I think Godzilla probably treats people the way he wants to be treated. We'll see you guys. Have a good night.
Oh, I never told my nice pun.